Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining the session. This is our digital enterprise webinar. We appreciate everyone's attendance. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for joining the session. This is our weekly digital enterprise webinar, and we'll begin in a couple of minutes. Thank you again. Thank you so much. Thank you for all for joining the session. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining the session. And we appreciate this is our weekly SAP Digital Enterprise webinar. One more minute and we will start our session. Thank you, everyone. Let us begin. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining the session. And we appreciate and this is our weekly SAP Digital Enterprise webinar. This is our agenda for today. That is what we're going to do next 1 hour and so. Obviously, introduction. I'm going to introduce myself. And I will also briefly introduce you all with some of the concepts from the digital enterprise perspective, which is going on in the world. First and foremost is machine learning. I will talk briefly about it. I will also talk briefly about big data. I will also talk about Internet of Things. We will talk about mobile technologies. I will provide SAP Business One overview. I will provide briefly SAP B1 initial demo. And I will talk about some of the success stories from SAP Business One perspective. That is our agenda for today, for next 1 hour and so. We thank you. Let me briefly introduce myself. My name is Dilip Sadh. I'm president of Kabeer Consulting. And prior experience before starting company in 2008, I was partner with IBM in US in New York. That's where I live. I was senior director with Accenture and Capgemini in New York and US. And in that, I've done many implementation of SAP. These are some of the companies where I did SAP implementation myself. I teach. I'm professor with a couple of universities where I teach different aspects of technology. So There is a briefly introducing Kabeer. So Kabeer, we started in 2008, so around 10 years now. We are about a 350 resource company across the world. And we basically do three things. We do technology, in which we do SAP implementations. We are a SAP partner. We do a lot of activity related to training. And we also do consulting services. And then we have office in US, in India, in Bangladesh, in Nigeria, and few other countries. The digital business with SAP Business One. Now we talk about many companies, a lot of companies across the world, talking about doing digitalization, how the digitalization helps us. What are the different components for digitalization? What is digital business? Digital business or business enterprise is where the people, business, and things are connected. Things. Now, when we talk about business enterprises, every decade there is a change in the business models. You want to change the business model, you need to become an intelligent and digital business. Intelligent and digital business. Intelligent and digital. Being able to carry out most of the processes electronically. Digital, where your business processes, your people, and things are connected. Why do we explore digital ERP? Why a lot of people becoming more and more digital across the world? What is the reason? Many imperatives, many things which we can talk, which we can discuss for the purpose of digitalization. First and foremost, when you become digitalization, it brings a degree of automation. When you bring the digitalization, it also increases your productivity. When you also become digital, this also enhances your ability to make decision processes. Automation, increasing productivity, having a real-time access to information so you can make decisions better and faster. Specifically, digitalization and automation is more important when you are growing, when your business is growing, when you're expanding. So if there's an expanding business, growing business, this is even more important. What does a business make digital? Many things make digital. Some of the technology components are important, which we see at our screen. These are some of the imperatives as far as the digital business is concerned. Okay. Now, you should be able to analyze the business. So analytic is very important. Big data is critically important. So how we can have a big data? Big data is very important, imperative. Big data, a lot of people talking these days. Cloud technologies, mobile technologies, Internet of Things, machine learning, blockchain, and many more. Let's understand them. First and foremost, analytics. Analytics for any enterprise is very important, where we have the ability to do different kind of reporting analytics. We do not know our organization. In most cases, we do not know our own organization. We have no idea. And that is where analytics is very important. It's providing you capability to report. Big data. Nowadays, there are a lot of data points. Huge amount of data. How we can use that data effectively. So that is where the big data come into the picture. Then we have cloud technologies. Cloud technologies is very important as well. Nowadays, most of the product, most of ERP going cloud. Now, when we talk about, you use first Facebook, you're using cloud. You're using Twitter, you're using cloud. All your information is stored somewhere on the cloud, which you don't know where it is, but you're using cloud. So cloud technologies becoming extremely relevant and spreading and will spread further, more and more. Another thing is mobile technologies. We all use mobile. Now everyone has a mobile. But how can we use the mobile for our business? So digital economy, digital enterprise, digital ERP, digital technology must allow us to use mobile technology or mobile phone or mobile devices for our business enterprise. Then we have something called Internet of Things, IoT. We'll talk about what is in IoT, what is Internet of Things. Then we have a machine learning. Machine learning. Machine learning basically means artificial intelligence. Let us talk. Machine learning. We all know artificial intelligence. So machine learning is a business case of artificial intelligence. Next 10 years and so, we will have immensely important artificial intelligence. So we'll have a lot of AI. Machine learning is a case of artificial intelligence. So machine learning, two important things. Machine learning Machine learning basically means when machine is learning. When machine learns, that is where the machine learning comes into the picture. When machine is making change to itself, that is where we have a machine learning. It's a self-learning based upon the data. Program understands and learns the behavior. Many things we can talk about. So here, two cases. Now, when we talk about all these machine learning, artificial intelligence, this and that, what is the meaning of that in our day-to-day life? So, for example, we can have a sales recommendations. Sales recommendation basically means based upon customer, you are recommending. It is very important in enterprise, which is doing, B2C, when you're dealing with a lot of consumer business. In such scenarios, you can have a lot of scenarios and cases of machine learning. Now, what is that basically machine learning sales recommendation basically means? So that basically means when we talk about sales recommendations, so we are like in our day-to-day life, for example, let's say you go into Amazon.com or a lot of these web portals. When you go and buy a second time, they will give you a recommendation. Okay, you purchase electronic item, they will have some recommendation. You purchase books, they will give you some recommendation. You purchase some item, then you have a recommendation, because they are checking your pattern. Then you have something called intelligent forecast, where you are using some statistical forecast algorithm to analyze your inventory situation, status of inventory, and then optimizing your demand for the item. So you can optimize your delivery process to your customer. Intelligent forecast. The case of machine learning. Many things which is possible. Big data. Now, when we talk about the big data, so big data, when we have a significant amount of data, nowadays the data points are everywhere. A lot of people use one term in the digital economy. In digital economy, data is new oil. It's very powerful. Data is the new oil. How much information you can analyze, how much data you can use, that's immensely powerful. What is the big data means? Big data is a big opportunity. You can identify your hidden relationship, your patterns, your trends within the data. And you can participate, you can anticipate, you can understand your business problems and risks before they can actually happen. You understand what's going on in your business. Many things we can talk about from our business perspective. What could be an example of a big data where we can utilize big data? So there are two different cases. One is cash flow forecasting, and the second one is advanced available to promise. Now, what does that basically mean? Okay. What does that basically mean when we talk about these two different situations? Okay. So cash flow forecasting is very important. Cash flow forecasting basically means is an example of a use case which you can do with SAP Business One. Is one of the use case of using this big data and also utilizing your HANA. That is where we have a cash flow forecasting. Now, cash flow forecasting basically means you would like to understand what is the situation of your cash flow is. Now, when you're trying to understand your cash flow situation, you have many data points. In cash flow, you will have what is your liabilities, what is your total incoming, what is total outgoing, what is your total sales orders, what is total purchase orders, what is your forecast of different demands. So you will keep all that situation in the mind, and then keeping all those different data points, you can probably create a cash flow forecasting. And that is where we can do cash flow forecasting. And the second one is advance available to promise. Advance available to promise basically another use case of SAP Business One. What is advance available to promise? Okay. Advance available to promise basically means where available to promise. So available to promise basically means where you would like to promise inventory on the basis of certain availability points. Available to promise is very important because in available to promise, it takes a lot of data points. How many sales orders, how many purchase orders, how many production orders, what is the inventory, what total number of orders, total number of POs, when they will be coming, which sales order will be delivered on what date. So you have many data points. Using SAP Business One HANA, you can do advance available to promise, in which you can take all these different data points into the consideration. Enterprise search, predictive analysis. Another thing which we'll understand is Internet of Things. Internet of Things, IoT, as it is being commonly called. Now, what is Internet? We all use Internet, right? Internet has changed our life. In oversimplification, Internet is a thousands and millions of computers connected using a protocol. So using certain TCP protocol, you are able to connect, and that becomes the Internet. Now, IoT is Internet 2.0. So IoT is Internet 2.0. Is Internet 2.0. That is where IoT come into the picture. Now, where the IoT Internet 2.0 come into the picture, and why this is important, and why we are talking about this now. So in IoT, or Internet of Things, now when we talk about Internet, as I mentioned, Internet is what? Internet is nothing when millions and millions of computers are connected to a protocol. So that is Internet. And we saw the power of Internet. We saw last 15, 20 years and so how much Internet has impacted us. Internet of Things is Internet 2.0. In Internet, if you look at this picture, if you look at this, you are connecting your physical objects and devices. You're also connecting your vehicles. You're also connecting your machines. You're also connecting home appliances. You're connecting many other things. So Internet of Things is Internet 2.0, where you're connecting using sensors. Now, if you go back to everywhere, your vehicle, your car is a digital device. Your home appliances is a digital devices. Various machines which you're using in your production, in your office, they're digital devices. When you walk into the mall, you're taking a picture, is a digital footprint. Internet of Things intend to go beyond connecting your laptop and desktop. It intend to connect your physical objects like vehicles, like machines, like home appliances, or any other digital footprint which you can think of. Many things which you can do, which you can utilize in your day-to-day life using Internet of Things or IoT, is immensely powerful. Immensely powerful. There is something called Twitter apps which you can do, Alexa integration, retail beacon. Mobile technologies, of course, we all know mobile. Last 20 years and so, if there is one technology which has a significant and the most critically important impact on our day-to-day life, that is the mobile technologies. Mobile technologies has a serious impact the way our personal, professional, business, social life is being done. Everyone has a mobile phone. The question is, how can we use mobile phone not for the personal usage, but for business? In SAP Business One, I will show you a bit of a overview also. There's a inbuilt mobile app for sales, and there's a mobile app for service. So you can have an inbuilt mobile app for the sales and for service. I will quickly like to show you a quick introduction and demo, and I run a video. So I would be running a quick video for how the mobile app and what are the different functions in the real time you can do using a mobile app for SAP Business One.
The SAP Business One mobile application for iPhone and iPad enables immediate access to relevant information to run your business better, anytime, from anywhere. By providing access to the SAP Business One ERP solution, this fully integrated mobile application ensures critical business information is always at your fingertips. With the SAP Business One mobile app, managers, executives, sales reps, and service techs can make better business decisions and respond to customer needs faster while they're on the go. Let's take a few minutes to explore how this innovative mobile app puts key SAP Business One functionality in the palm of your hand. Regardless of which device you use, iPhone or iPad, the same functionality is available to help you keep pace and stay connected. With the SAP Business One mobile app, managing customer and partner contacts as well as scheduled activities is simple. From the convenience of your iPhone or iPad, you can quickly view your to-do list, drill into an activity, and see detailed information about the business partner, pricing, opportunities, quotes and orders, and more. Adding an activity on the fly is easy too. Using this intuitive mobile tool, when your decision makers are on the move, they can take advantage of the app's seamless connectivity to review and change sales orders, service activities, or other requests awaiting approval, complete with line item details. To keep your mobile workforce informed of the latest business developments, the app also provides automated alerts that can be generated in response to a deviation from approved prices, stock deviations, or other significant events. Alerts are easily sorted by date, priority, or by type, and provide additional data such as contact information and any associated activities. With instant access to prices, opportunities, quotes, and orders, your mobile sales teams can spend less time searching for information and more time pursuing hot leads. The app makes it simple to create, edit, and view sales opportunities, drill down to see business partner information, and gain a better understanding of where the opportunity is in the sales pipeline. To respond to customers' needs faster and with the right information, the SAP Business One mobile app provides immediate access to create detailed sales quotes, which can be adjusted as needed to include items selected directly from the integrated inventory list. The app not only enables you to review the terms and conditions of a quote, but also allows you to quickly check unit prices with a swipe of your finger, ensuring you always have the right information for your customers without making them wait until you're back in the office. As opportunities become orders, the mobile app enables your sales force to create, review, and complete sales orders and schedule follow-up activities as needed. When a customer calls and wants to know what's available, how much does it cost, and when you can deliver it, the answers are as close as your iPhone or iPad. In addition to providing a wealth of integrated information for better sales management.
So when we talk about what we can do within a mobile app in our day-to-day life, these are some of the examples. For example, you can do approvals. You're traveling, you're overseas, you're in our system, and there is a purchase order awaiting your approval. You can do approval anywhere in the world using SAP Business One mobile app. You have alert. So alert is very important. Something goes wrong with your business, and your business is not having some issues. And because the business is having some issues, you can have certain alerts. There's a critical order not being delivered. And because that is not being delivered, therefore you get a message. Alerts. You get information about your business partners. You can get information. You can get information about your price list. You can get information about your opportunity, your source quotations, sales orders, sales service contracts, service call. You can report. You can have a dashboard. Various report, dashboards, all these different functions you can do, and you are connected to your business anywhere in the world. You may be moved, you may be traffic, you may not be there in office. And that is where SAP Business One mobile app allow you to do mobile functions. Now coming back to my presentation, business and transformation, we talk about what digital ERP can do. It gives you competitive advantage. It gives you correct business functions. And then it allows you to have an easy access of the data. In your company, digital platform, talking about IoT and everything else is important, but this is your business in which you are doing management function, your administration functions, your purchasing, your operations, your sales, your service, your project, your resource, your production, your MRP, for inventory, for your distribution, for accounting and finance, doing all those functions. First and foremost, those functions, that is a step number one. There is no digital of your business unless all these critical functions of your enterprise you cannot do digitally. When you do all these functions digitally, then the next step starts. But our ability to do these businesses digitally is the most important. And then once you have these business processes being performed digitally, electronically, then this is called digital platform. So then you can integrate your enterprise to your analytics. So you can do analyze, you can have a dashboards, KPI. But if you don't have your production or your inventory or accounting or management and purchasing and sales and service and all those processes digitally, electronic, nothing works. You cannot build a house in air. That will not work. You cannot do analytics without having a platform. So this, in the center of it, SAP Business One is the digital platform where you are able to do your management functions, your administrative function, your purchasing, your operations, your sales, your service, your project, your resource, your production, your MRP, your inventory, distribution, accounting, and finance, all those functions digitally. And then you can connect with them analytics. Then you can do reporting. Then you can connect with the mobile devices. Then you can connect with your big data. Then you can connect with the cloud technology. Then you can connect and take advantage of Internet of Things. Then you can take advantage of your machine learning. And then it becomes your end-to-end digital platform for small and medium businesses. I quickly want to give an SAP Business One. SAP Business One, if you look at this pyramid, on the top of this pyramid is large enterprises. In the bottom of this pyramid is a small, medium businesses. There are small, medium businesses. We have on the top, large enterprises. In the bottom is a small, medium businesses. Large enterprises, they use some different, so it's the same SAP, but a different product. Okay. So SAP Business One, SAP Business One is a platform from SAP for small, medium businesses. It's specifically created for small, medium businesses. Because large company, Pepsi and Coca-Cola and your Procter & Gamble and your Apple and Samsung and Philips and all these companies use SAP. But we are talking about if you are a small and medium business. And if you are a small and medium business, then what do you do? Then what we do? That is where this comes into the picture. So that is the platform is specifically designed for a company like yours. Okay. In SAP Business One, what is included? SAP Business One is a digital platform which include following. It includes ERP. ERP is a starting point. Nothing works unless you have an ERP. So you have to have an ERP. That is the key. Okay. So it includes ERP. It includes CRM, customer relationship management. It includes various aspects of digitalization. So, for example, it includes mobile app. It includes reporting and analytics. And it also includes big data handling using HANA. And it also provides the platform for machine learning. ERP is the beginning part. So that is what we see here. We have SAP Business One Core, which runs on SQL database, which runs on HANA database, which runs on premises, which runs on cloud. It has a studio inbuilt into it. It's an integration framework. So you can integrate SAP B1 to other products. It has an inbuilt mobile app. So when you buy SAP B1, mobile app come with it. It has a reporting analytic platform. It's an e-commerce platform. There is a 500 plus other extensions which are there in the standard SAP. SAP Business One run 150 country, means almost every country in the world it is being used. Almost every country in the planet Earth, SAP Business One being used. So almost everyone. This is a screen of SAP Business One, how SAP Business One look like. I will show you. SAP Business One, you can access to client, you can access to browser, you can access to mobile. It has inbuilt analytic dashboards, multi-language, and other localizations. So let me just quickly go through SAP Business One. I'm logging into the software. So you're looking at SAP Business One right now. So this is the actual SAP Business software. The first and foremost, you will see there is something called cockpit. So in which you have a sales cockpit, you have a service cockpit, you have a finance cockpit, and purchasing cockpits. You can have a different cockpit which is there in the standard SAP, which is basically means it has its own inbuilt dashboards and KPI. There are many more, but these are for sales, service, finance, and purchasing. Then what are the different modules which are there in SAP Business One? I will quickly go through all of them. So these are the 16 modules which is there out of the box. Now, apart from these 16 modules, there are many, many more modules which are there in SAP Business One as well. So these are the various other modules which are there in SAP Business One, apart from these 16 modules in SAP Business One. So here we have administration, we have finance, we have CRM, we have opportunities, we have a sales, we have purchasing module, business partner module, banking module, inventory module, resource module, production module, MRP module, service module, HR module, project management module, and we have report module. These are the various modules which you have in SAP Business One. Administration, these are the 16 modules. In administration, you can have all various functions. I cannot go through all of them. Going through all the functions will take many hours. So obviously, we do not have that time for going through all the functions in detail. We can talk in the detail separately. We can do, if somebody wanted to see the especially more detail, especially business and all that, we can do. We can schedule a demo as well. So that is absolutely we can do. So I will go through some of the core functions and features which are there in SAP Business One. Okay. So here The first and foremost, there is authorization. So you can create authorization with like who can do what, who cannot do what. If you see my cursor, then there is, you can do print. That basically means you will be able to print any document as you want. You will be able to do any SAP Business One emails. You can send email from SAP Business One. You can do SMS from SAP Business One. You can do fax from SAP Business One. You can have Excel sheet. You can have a download data in Words. You can do all that in SAP Business One. And then you can set up various information, data import and export. You can import any data in SAP. You can download any data in SAP. There's approval, which is very important for any company, where you should be able to do different kind of approval. So whether it's a sales, whether it's a purchase, whether it's inventory, whether it's a payment, whether it's an agreement, any information, you should be able to do a proper approval process. So which you can do in SAP Business One, different kind of approvals. Then apart from approvals, then we can go back to SAP. We can do integration services, which basically means you can integrate SAP Business One to other applications. We can do add-ons. You can do workflow, alert management, which is very important. A lot of people use alert management very extensively. Then there is a finance. In SAP, there is whole financial suite. SAP Financial Suite is divided into 4 different functions. Okay. Now, what does that basically means when we say 4 different functions? So 4 different functions basically means in SAP Business One, you can do financial accounting, you can do cost accounting, you can do budgeting, and you can also do asset accounting. So financial accounting basically does 4 different functions. So when we talk about the finance, so that is the important thing to understand, that when we talk about the finance, so what is that basically finance basically means? So in the finance, you can do finance accounting, you can do cost accounting, you can do asset accounting, and you can also do budgeting. So financial accounting, where you do your finance activity, general ledger, your balance sheet, trial balance, and all that. Cost accounting, when you're taking care of your different costs, and asset accounting is when you have various asset depreciations and all that, and then you're doing budgeting. Then you have a CRM, in which you can do various CRM functions, customer relationship management. So various CRM functions you can do, which allow you to do a different CRM, customer relationship management function. So what is that basically means is that in SAP Business One, so in SAP Business One, customer lifecycle is divided into 3 phases. And those 3 phases are pre-sales, in which you can do marketing. Then we do sales. Then we do the post-sales, which basically means service. Okay. So these are the 3 functions which we can do in SAP Business One, which allow you to do these 3 functions in SAP Business One. So that is what you can do in SAP capabilities. What are the different functions which SAP Business One allow you to do? So if you look at here in SAP Business One, so there is a CRM which takes off your various pre-sales and marketing activities, where you can do business partner, activity, campaign, opportunities, sales quotation, sales order, CRM. There's a whole opportunity management module also. Then there is a sales module, and then in bottom, there's a service module, which is after sales service. In the sales, you can have a sales agreement, sales quotation, sales order, deliveries, return requests, returns. Down payment means advance payment with the customer. You can do AR invoice or customer invoice. We can do AR invoice plus payment. We can do credit memo. We can do recurring transactions. We can do dunning. Dunning basically means automatic reminders. We can do various sales reports. Then we can have a different purchasing. In the purchasing, you can have a different purchasing functions in which you can do purchase agreement, purchase request, purchase quotation, purchase order, receiving receipt against purchase order. We can do return request. We can also do returning material to the vendors, advance payment to the vendor if needed, AP invoice, which means vendor invoice, vendor credit memo, recurring transactions, various document printing. So all those different functions you can do in purchasing. Then you have different business partners. So the business partner, you can take care of your business partners. You have customer, vendor, and suppliers. You can do different business partners. Then you have a banking, so in which you can do different bank functions, in which you can do various incoming payment, deposits, and outgoing payments, tax payments, bank statements, external reconciliation bank statement also. So that also you can do in a standard SAP as well. Okay. Then you check number, printing the check, and all that. All those things which you can do with SAP Business. Then you have inventory. So in which the first is item master, where you can create your various kind of item, which could be finished good, raw material, component, maintenance item, repair item, operation item, packaging item. You can print barcodes. You can integrate SAP with the barcode scanners. You can print different kind of barcodes. You can do different kind of document printing. So you can print various kind of documents. Bill location, you can also manage your inventory at the bill location level. You can do bill management as well. You can do item management. In item management, you can serialize your product. You can do batch number, your alternative items. Then you have different inventory transactions. All inventory transactions divided into 3 categories. There's a good receipt, issues, and transfers. So receipt, inbound, issue, outbound, and any kind of transfer, and a different kind of cycle count. You can do price list, so where you have a sales price list, purchase price list, document price list, distributor price list. If you have price lists available, so you can create a different kind of price list as you would require in standard SAP. Then there is a resource management. Resource management is extremely important for the production companies, because in production you would like to do your production planning and capacity planning. If you want to do your production planning and capacity planning, that is where the resource management module comes into the picture, and where you can define different kind of your resources, and we can define resource capacity, and you can set up your daily capacities from the resource perspective. Then you can have a production. So production obviously is very important when it comes to your manufacturing functions and manufacturing processes, and that is where your manufacturing come into the picture. Okay, and so in the manufacturing, you can do different kind of manufacturing. Different kind of functions in manufacturing is possible. You can do make to order, make to stock, and different kind of functions which you can do in standard SAP. So different kind of manufacturing you can do, in which you can define bill of material, production order, procurement, receipt from production, issue to the production components, your parent price, product costing. So you can define all of them. And then you can do different kind of manufacturing, which could be made to order, made to stock, and different other manufacturing scenarios. Then you can define your MRP, in which you can do your forecasting in MRP. So you can define min label, max label, forecast, and you can define different kind of MRP procedures and forecasting. Then your service. Service comes in the picture when you're doing after sales service. When you sold the product, if there's any problem, customer to return. You might have a service warranty, you may have equipment, you have a service contract, you may be responsible for servicing the component after that. So many companies, for example, they sell the product, and when they sell the product, they also basically provide the services to those components. You can do service call, equipment card, and service contract on the afterwards. After service, then you have HR, human resources. And then you can also have project management. So in the project management, you can do different kind of projects. You can divide, various kind of a data in the project. Project management is extremely important for some company, and for some company it is not important at all. So in case of project, you can have a various engineering, procurement, construction, various EPC company, they just do projects. And for them, SAP Project Management provides you the whole project management cycle. It also provides you project costing, because you would like to know in this project, what was your profitability. So you could do, project accounting and project costing as well. Then you do various kind of reports. And if you see here, so there is a report for finance and CRM, sales and purchase, business partner, banking, inventory, production, MRP, sales, service, production. So they are inbuilt reports which are there in SAP by default. So this was just a quick overview of SAP Business One. I'm assuming you would like to see in more detail, which obviously we can arrange a specific demo which you would require, so we can see the function in more detail for your business enterprise. We talked about embedded analytics. So in the SAP Business One, you have a different reports. You can define different kind of analytics. So if you see here, so for example, if you go to my cockpit, you can have various dashboards. So for example, this is my sales dashboard, this is my service dashboard, this is my finance dashboard. And then in the bottom, you have the separate reports. And then SAP also provides an ability of writing very query manager. So there's a query manager, and using the query manager, you can actually write different type of queries. And with those queries, you can basically create different kind of a report, because report is always specific to, reports are very specific to a company, and everyone wants to have a report as per their needs and expectations. So SAP provides, a query manager, and using query manager, they can do the reports as per their needs and as per the way they want to see in their company. Okay, so that is where the query manager comes in the picture. So it is the entire ability to do any kind of report as you would like to do for you. And query manager has different kind of queries and different kind of reports, which is meant for you as per your expectation, as per your requirements. Mobile app, I already spoke to you that there is an inbuilt mobile app. When you buy SAP Business One, mobile app comes with it. So you can have a different sales mobile, and in this presentation, there is a link for it. I have shown that video briefly, but you can watch that video more closely. So there's an inbuilt mobile app for mobile solutions. So now that mobile app can work for iOS, that can work with Android. So any of those format, it can work. And there's a link, so you can watch the video in more detail as you want to. Coming back to SAP Success video. So just quickly, I would like to run a couple of videos so for you to watch.
I'm Rajesh Gandhi. I'm CEO for Adinath Agro Processed Foods Private Limited, and I run SAP. We are into food processing, especially into fruit and vegetable-based canned and bottled food products. We are specialized into tomato products. I could not get any of the information from my factory, from my salespeople. Any of the information that I was getting it from my people was not sufficient and was very inaccurate in my billing and my invoicing. I think I had found that almost we are losing lakhs of rupees due to just price mistakes. Hidden losses are always killer in the industry. So that hidden accidents we wanted to avoid. So that was the reason we thought that we should go for some of the ERP system. Then we found that SAP B1 is the best in the ERP market. We researched, I think, for almost a year, and then we decided to go with SAP B1. Final implementation to max, it starts 60 days.
But now, at least this time, we are safe. We don't feel that we are sitting on the bomb because we are getting every information at right stage at the instant button. When we were getting the data, I think 2 months time was lost. Now, at least we can immediately respond to the requirements. My bomb is set. I'm getting the costing according to my bomb. My inventory is again according to that. My POs are going regularly now. More than me, now my colleagues are happy now. Previously, I don't think that we used to go before 9. Generally, they used to wait until 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and still they couldn't finish it. But nowadays, I think they could finish it by 6 o'clock, 6:30. So this has given them a better family life. It has given me a better family life. SAP helps Abhinath Agro Process Foods Private Limited run better.
I'm Denise Clark, the CIO of Hasbro, and I run SAP. About 3 years ago, we really started to move from this traditional toy and game company to what we call a branded play company. We're experiencing double and triple digit growth right now in many of the markets that we're getting into. It's stemming from this huge portfolio of brands that we have. We are sitting on 1,500 brands at Hasbro. And so really reinvigorating those, reinventing those in new ways to create an immersive brand experience for our consumers. Within IT, we have this very large way to work project that even during tough economic times, we have continued to progress that project because we believe it's the foundation of our growth over the next 10 to 12 years. And that project really incorporates many facets, including master data management, global business standard processes, shared services, and then, of course, the single instance of a global ERP solution for us, moving from R3 to ECC6. We need Business One because we are moving into emerging markets, and we realized that we really needed an agile execution that could help us drive these solutions very, very quickly into these emerging markets. We've already implemented 3, Peru, Colombia, and Korea. We're today looking at Russia. This Business One solution for us, it's just such a quick solution for getting these markets up and running very fast. Our goal with Business One isn't to have a long-term solution because we believe that as we take our global project around the world, our hope is that we're going to have everybody on our core ERP solution within the next 3 years. Business One is truly helping facilitate that growth. It's allowing us to maintain that pattern of growth that we have and prepare for that next wave. SAP helps Hasbro run better.
So first of all, thank you all. And so this is what our partnerships and all that. And we have office in the US, in India, in Nigeria, and other places. And so with that, I appreciate, thank you all. It's my email address, dilip@kabeerconsulting.com. You're very welcome to call me, email me, my number also there, 973-885-7245. If you want, you can make a note. We will be in touch with you anyways. We will send you some of the details, some of the documents, so you can have all that information from us. With that, I would like to thank you just to attend this session, and we appreciate your time. Thank you very much.